What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Red Sea Gaming YouTube channel, and we're here with our very first episode of our Madden 2003 to 2025 Arizona Cardinal rebuild. Now, you'll notice on my channel that I already had this series going, but I wasn't a fan of the quality of the first couple episodes, so I'm redoing those episodes. So, here we are. We're going to restart this series. We have Arizona Cardinals news videos on the way. Basically, we're going to have Arizona Cardinal Madden content and Arizona Cardinal news and game reactions on this channel. If you're into that, make sure to hit the subscribe button. But anyway, let's get into the roster, shall we? So basically, this isn't exactly just a rebuild. It's an actual franchise. We're going to play through all the games and all that stuff. We're starting at the 2003 off-season. So I made sure that everyone had their first round draft picks this year. The Cardinals had 2 first round picks at, I think, 16 and 17. I did not trade the second rounders and all that stuff, so we just have accurate first round draft picks. I just want to make that very clear. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited to start this series again. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we're probably gonna have a better draft class in the first series. I'm probably gonna be honest with you. I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm just taking one player out, basically. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start doing this. We have Jake Plummer here at quarterback. He's a 77 overall with star dev. He's 28 years old. He's an okay quarterback, but he's not our franchise QB, and I feel like we should move away from him. Now, in real life, he was not that great on the Cardinals. He was serviceable. However, when he left the Cardinals, he went to another team, and he played pretty damn well on that team. I can't remember what team it was. I think it was the Broncos, maybe. I'm not sure who it was, but I remember reading his stats and going, wow, he was actually pretty decent for this team. And then at running back, we got Thomas Jones. He's a 79 overall. He's got 89 speed, 91 excel, 89 agility, 90 change up direction, 79 break tackle. We're going to be rolling with Thomas Jones for a while. I have a running back I do want to draft, but he's a couple drafts away, so we're stuck with Thomas Jones for the meanwhile. He could be pretty good. Who knows? At wide receiver, we got 77 overall normal dev David Boston, who is 25 years old. He'll be a serviceable wide receiver for us, whether that's 2 or 3, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out, shall we? He's got 91 speed, 91 excel, 85 catching, 78 catch in traffic, 80 short route, 82 medium, 86 deep route, 78 spec catch. He is going to be pretty serviceable for us. As you can see, his face in game does not match his picture. Yeah, that's going to be a problem early on in this series. These first 7 seasons are going to be very inconsistent with portraits to in-game models. But as the years go on, we're going to have more portraits and more accurate looking in-game models. But yeah, David Boston definitely does not have a good picture. Then we got a couple other receivers here that aren't good. I signed another receiver in free agency already. We'll go over that. But let's look at our offensive line. Obviously, our star here is 91 overall Leonard Davis at right guard. He's a superstar. He's 25 years old. He is just amazing. He could be better at lead block, but to be honest, I don't really need him to be better at anything else. He is really, really good. And obviously, we're going to try and make this guy a career guard for the Cardinals. By the way, let me know about abilities for offensive linemen, because I have no idea what I'm doing for abilities when it comes to offensive linemen. So let me know down in the comment section. But yeah, so we got Leonard Davis, and he's going to be a beast for us. And we have Freddie Jones here at tight end, who's a 77 overall normal dev. He's got 80 speed, he's got 82 catching, he's got good blocking skills, he's got a couple of good route running skills, he's got 73 catch in traffic. He'll be a serviceable tight end for us for a while. Let me see here. We got Dishman at right guard. He's not going to be very good for us. We got this guy at center. We got Pete Kendall at left guard. He is a 30-year-old 77 overall normal. He's pretty damn good, actually. He's got a couple weak stats here and there, but oh my god, hold on. I am editing that. There's no way this is accurate to real life. If it is, I don't know how he joined the NFL. But he did. We're going to give him like 86 strength instead of 73. I'm not sure how that's possible. But that'll bring up to a 78. And then at left tackle, we got L.J. Shelton. He's a 78 normal. He's 27 years old. He's, 78 overall. He looks pretty damn good. He's serviceable for a while. I feel like I skipped right tackle. Leonard Davis is being played at right tackle. Let me try and change this real quick. There we go. So we got Fina at right tackle, and we got L.J. Shelton at left tackle. This guy's like 35 years old, so this will be his last season in the NFL probably. Yeah, Herman Moore is the receiver I signed. Herman Moore. He's 33 years old. I just signed him to a one and done deal, basically. We just needed some depth there. On defense, we're looking really bad. We got star dev 76 overall Kyle Vandenbosch, or Bosch. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. He actually looks pretty decent on paper. I personally think his ratings should be a lot lower than this, but I've noticed the overalls work really weirdly with this roster, and I don't know why. Let me see what else we have here on defense for me to show off. We have no one of interest in left, right end, or defensive tackle. Michael Young is a 71 star. He's 25 years old. Okay, so this is not his stats in real life, but in game, he had 6 sacks and 9 TFLs, along with 87 tackles and 5 pass deflections. So obviously, we're going to have to build our defense around him a little bit. You can't just ignore a performance like that, especially when he gets up to 71 overall and he's got star dev. You can't just ignore it. As much as I want to ignore these stats because they're not accurate whatsoever. What was I going to do? Oh, right, I want to change his face so it would have a face. Alright, hold on. What face does he have? He's got 94, so you equip it like that. Then I'm going to go down to 94. Alright, so now we're going to go back to looking at defense. And there you go, he's got a face. So he's a 71 overall. We got Adrian Wilson, who is way higher than he would be originally in this roster, but Adrian Wilson ends up being like one of 2 of the best safeties in the NFL for a long while there, and he absolutely deserved to have a high overall rating. So he's an 89 superstar. He's got 90 speed. He's just going to be a beast. He's going to be a career Cardinal for us, obviously. We're going to do our best to keep him on the roster. I love myself Adrian Wilson. Sadly, he was a little before my time. Alright, so at corner, I signed Rowley, who's not really going to be... He's just depth, basically. But our main guy here this season is going to be 29-year-old, 83 overall, star dev, Dwayne Starks. He's pretty damn good. He's going to be our corner 1 at the start of this season. And, yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. To be honest, I'm pretty excited. So, let's go ahead, and I'm going to show off some of the players real quick in college. Alright, top 10 prospects. Ignore favorites for right now. I'm not sure who I'm grabbing. But we got Carson Palmer here at quarterback. But then we got Byron Leftwich. And we got Chris Sims, Kyle Buller, Rex Grossman. No one really good. Cliff Kingsbury. Hate that guy as a Cardinals fan. You got no one super good at running back here. At least in my head. I think he might be good, but I don't remember him. Again, a lot of these players are before my time, so I'm not going to know if they're actually that great or not. But down here we have Fred Jackson, who is actually pretty decent in real life. I know that. Wide receiver, we got Andre Johnson, Bryant Johnson, Anquan Bolden, Nate Burleson, Brandon Lloyd. At tight end, we got Dallas Clark, Jason Witten. Down here, we got Antonio Gates, who we did draft in the original series, but I'm not going to draft this time because we got, I forget his name, but Freddie Jones, I think it was. We got Freddie Jones, so this is not a big position of need anymore, because in the original series, our highest overall tight end was like 65 overall, so it was a big position of need for us to draft, and so we drafted Antonio Gates. But I don't feel the need to do that anymore, for obvious reasons. We got a couple tackles here that are good. Some guards. I've never heard of any of these guards or tackles, to be honest. So I'm not sure if this is an offensive line draft. I know Reggie Wells, and my plans are to draft Reggie Wells at the moment. Right tackle, we got Jordan Gross. We got Wade Smith, all those guys. Left end, we got Tyler Brayton, Chris Kelsay. We got Corey Redding. Just, I'll be honest, I've never heard of like any of these people. Other than Corey Redding, I've never heard of any of them. Ty Warren, Calvin Pace, O.C. Amanoria. I'm not, that was so bad. Robert Mathis, Antonio Gray, Bryant Neal, you know, some decent people at right end that I know of. Nose tackle. Can't say I know any of these ones, to be honest. Can't say I know them. We got Terrell Suggs at left outside linebacker. We could go for a T-Sizzle, which I would love that, but I'm not sure if that's in the cards for us, sadly. As much as I would love the ASU player to come to Arizona to stay at home, I don't see that happening. We got Nick Barnett, E.J. Henderson, a bunch of linebackers that I've never heard of here at middle linebacker. Right outside linebacker, we got Lance Briggs, who is a player I would love to bring in if he is available in the second round, but I don't think he will be. So yeah, this isn't a very deep class, but at corner, we're pretty stacked here at corner with Terrence Newman. We got Marcus Trufant, Charles Tillman, Robert Mathis. So yeah, we have some pretty good. Asante Samuel, I don't know how good he was in real life. I know his son is pretty decent. And the Cardinals are actually trying to sign him in real life, so that's pretty cool. Let me know how good he is, and I'll change his rating. Ike Taylor, I think he's a prominent safety. I'm not sure. I don't know any of these safeties. However, I do know Troy Polamalu. Why is he projected to go in the second to third round? I'm sorry, but if he's there in the second round, I'm drafting him. I'm not sure why he's projected to go in the second to third round. That's really weird. He's usually at the top of, like, top 1 or top 5 usually. So I'm not sure why he's projected to go in the second to third round. But if he's there at second round, I am totally drafting him and sticking him at free safety. That would be an insane deal. The best safeties in the NFL on the same team lining up next to each other would actually just go crazy. That would be so fun. I don't get why he's projected to go so low though. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go to free agency recap, show you guys where everyone signed and everything, and then we're going to go ahead and go to the draft. Free agency recap, we signed Samari Rowley and Herman Moore. Alright, Marshall Falk is a commander. I would love to have them be the Redskins in this, by the way, but you know, I can't really do that. If I realized that Marshall Falk was in here, I might have tried to sign him, but he is 30, so. But he's still 97 overall, you know, so maybe I should have gone for him. Who else do we have at running back? No one of interest to me. Alright, so you got Marshall Falk. I would love to change him back to the Redskins for historical accuracy, but that doesn't seem like I can do that anymore. We got Ron Stone, Joe Johnson. I don't know any of these people. But yeah, just there's some players. You might know them, you might not, but there they are to new teams. Alright, let's get to the draft, shall we? Alright, everyone. Welcome to the 2003 NFL Draft. At pick number 1 is the Bengals. At 17 and 18 are our picks this year. So, what do we want to do? I personally would like to trade up to pick number 1 and draft our franchise quarterback. Now, the Bengals are in desperate need of a quarterback. They have John Kitna, who is 31 years old and is a 71 normal. They desperately need a quarterback. So to trade up, I'm going to send them Jake Plummer, who is 28 years old with Star Dev, and he's a 77 overall, so they still get a quarterback. They get pick 17. And they get a next year third. A future third. Do I have anything else I can give them player-wise? You guys can have Chris Dishman. Alright, let's go ahead and see what this trade gets us. How far does it get us? Okay, so pretty close. Pretty close. I'm trying to think. I actually want to keep all my picks next year because I love our draft next year in real life. I wanted to keep it mostly the same, but I don't know if I can do that. So we're going to give them... I guess we're going to keep it the same basically. We're basically going to give them our second round pick next year instead of our third. We're going to give them a fourth in 2 years. We're going to give them our fifth this year. And we're going to give them Dishman. Let me see. Ah, damn it. I feel like this should go through because I feel like this is a good deal. They go down a bunch of picks. They get their quarterback. They get a second rounder next year. I have to give them my pick this year, don't I? I don't want to give them my pick this year, though. I'll come back when I have an offer ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have a trade. We got a little fleeced, I feel like. So, we give them Jake Plummer and Kyle Vanden Bosch. And they get our pick 17, our 5th round pick, our 2004 second, and our 2005 third round pick for number 1 overall in this draft. Are we ready to draft our franchise quarterback? I sure am. Now, in real life, Carson Palmer was a Cardinal for about 4 to 5 years. He led us to some pretty good runs. His first season with us, we went like 10-6. Then we went higher pretty much every year after that. His last season wasn't very good. He was old. He was broken. But he was still a very good quarterback for us. He didn't have a great start to his career with the Bengals. He had like one of the worst O-lines of all time for a while, if I remember correctly. He just kept getting injured and it kept hurting his game. But he's being drafted to us. We have a bad O-line, but this is Madden, so he's not going to get injured like that. But yeah, so when we push draft, you're going to see someone that is not Carson Palmer holding that jersey. Just to let you know. But Palmer, welcome to the Arizona Cardinals. Welcome home. Our franchise quarterback. See, not Palmer. It's not Palmer, just picture his face right there. Welcome to Arizona, Palmer. Was ranked 16 in true value. He definitely was not going to last to 16. Hidden dev, 93 throw power. Why is his speed so high? I'm going to have to lower that because he was pretty slow. But yeah, he's going to be our franchise quarterback. Welcome to Arizona. Yeah, let's see here. Charles Rogers goes to the Lions. Jonathan Sullivan goes to the Texans. The Jets select Ty Warren. The Cowboys select Andre Johnson. Sure, that made Texans fans roll their eyes. New Orleans selects Terrence Newman. The Jags select Terrell Suggs. T-Sizzle is a Jaguar. The Carolina Panthers select Marcus Trufant. The Minnesota Vikings select Calvin Pace. The Ravens select, I didn't get it, was it Kevin Williams at nose tackle? The Seahawks select Dwayne Robertson. The Rams select Dallas Clark. The Patriots select Jimmy Kennedy? Is that what it says? Yeah, Jimmy Kennedy. Okay. Next up, the Bears select Willem Joseph. The Eagles select Jeff Fain. At pick 16, the Steelers select Lewis McGee. And 17, the Bengals select Charles Tillman. Alright, who is left? Alright. So. This seems like a reach. But I need y'all to trust me. He always goes in the first round. To pair alongside our franchise quarterback, he needs a franchise target. And who better than Anquan Boldin, a former Cardinal that should have retired Cardinal. Well, he should have, but that will never happen. What makes me mad is that I can't change him to number 81 without changing his portrait, and that irritates the hell out of me. But I'll have to let it go. Or I had an idea for editing, but I don't know. But anyway, Anquan Boldin, he's 6'1", 220 pounds, 22 years old, out of Florida State. He is a great receiver. Let's go ahead and bring him home to Arizona. Arizona. He's number 28 in true value, and we drafted him at 18. He's hidden dev, 87 speed, 89 acceleration, 88 agility, 88 change of direction, 85 jumping. He's going to be a great target for Carson Palmer. We're going to finish up this round. Jordan Gross goes at 19. E.J. Henderson at 20. The Browns select for Sean Mathis. Nick Barnett to the Bears. Bryant Johnson to the Bills. Drayton Florence to the Colts. Kwame Harris to the Giants. Andre Wolfork to the 49ers. John Stinchcomb to the Chiefs. Heather Brayton to the Titans. Pick 29 is Anthony Adams. Pick 30 is Chris Kelsay. 31, the Raiders select Lance Briggs. And at 32, the Raiders select... Where do they select? George Foster. I told you who I'd be picking if they were left on the board still. I told you who I'd be taking. It's the second round, and Troy Polamalu is still on this board for whatever reason. There's no way I can say no to Troy Polamalu. He is an absolute monster. And we'll have stacked free safety and strong safety for the next 12-15 years. And I plan on having a stacked free safety and strong safety duo after that as well. Looks like Troy Polamalu is an Arizona Cardinal. He's 5'10", 207 pounds, 22 years old, out of USC. Welcome, Troy Polamalu. Wow. I don't know why he was down here. I swear to God I didn't do that on purpose. I have no idea why he was down there. But, like, it's so absurd that he's down there, I have to take him. Right? He's number 1 in true value. We got the best player of the draft. 93 speed, 93 excel, 89 agility, 89 change of direction. We're going to have to up his jumping if it'll let me without changing his face. Because there's no way it's 76. But, my God. We just drafted a beast. And I feel bad for drafting him because it kind of feels cheap. But at the same time, how am I supposed to turn this down? You know? Anyway, let's go ahead and sim to our next draft pick. Next user pick. I have an idea of who I want. Hopefully he is there. Robert Mathis will be our next selection. He is a speed rusher. He's 6'2", 245 pounds, 22 years old, out of Alabama A&M. He's got A finesse moves, C block shed. He's got F tackle and F power, but he's got good athleticism, and he's a speed rusher. He's got good play rack, and that's what we need. So, Robert Mathis, welcome to Arizona. He was number 29 at True Value, and we got him at 65. Hidden Dev, 79 Strength, 82 Speed, 76 Jumping, 84 Change of Direction, 84 Agility, 86 Acceleration. We drafted a beast in the 3rd round. Now, next user pick. Alright, we don't have a 5th round pick. So who are we going to draft here? We're obviously going to be drafting Reggie Wells at right guard. He is a good player. He was a Cardinal in real life for a tiny bit. I always pick him up at Madden 12 because he's always like an 80 something overall, and he's like 28 years old. It's just an easy person to pick up for me. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab Reggie Wells here. Maybe he'll be a career Cardinal, but we're probably gonna move him over to left guard because we already got our right guard. But yeah, welcome to Arizona, Reggie. 39 in True Value, Hidden Dev, 91 Strength. Nice. Those are really good first 4 picks. I have no idea who we're picking in the 6th or 7th round. So I'm just going to see you guys at the recap, to be honest. Okay, so we are here at the recap. Let's take a look. Alright, so Carson Palmer is 23 years old. He's from USC. He's got Hidden Dev. We're obviously going to have to change his in-game face. He's got 93 throw power, 80 deep accuracy, 85 medium, 83 short. We're going to have to change his speeds because he is a slow dude, bro. This is not accurate at all. But, okay, so I'm definitely going to have to change his in-game model, which is going to change his, what's it called? I forget what we call it. I forget what we call it, but the picture that you see, that it has his real face, and then they have the face scan as the actual model or whatever, but the face at the show in the screen, that's going to change as soon as we change his face. So, actually, I need to change Bolden's number, which is going to change his face as well. So let's go ahead and change it right now. I also don't agree with him being a 71, so we're going to change that a little bit. I know some people are going to get irritated at me for, you know, changing this stuff, but there's only so much I can agree with. We do not have 81 available. That's awkward as hell. Alright, let's just look at the ratings. I'll change this stuff in a second. So he's a 73 overall. That could go up or down. Anquan Bolden is a 71. Could go up and down. Troy Polamalu is a 79 overall. Hidden Dev with 79 zone. He's got 70 man. That could be a little bit higher, I think. I won't change that though. But damn, bro. Damn. The only thing I'm going to change on Troy is his jumping, because for some reason they have it at like a 76, and that makes no sense. But damn, we drafted our first 3 picks are ridiculous. Not to mention our 4th being Robert Mathis. He's got 80 finesse moves. He's got 68 tackle, 72 block shed, 71 play rack, 70 awareness. He's going to be pretty good. 74 pursuit. I think he's going to be a beast for us. The reason why I was comfortable trading away Vandenbosch was because of Robert Mathis. I wanted to draft him originally and pair him up with him, but I was okay with trading away if that meant I got Robert Mathis. And we also got Reggie Wells, who's a 70 overall. He's got 79 run block, 77 pass block, 72 run block power, 69 run block finesse, 73 pass block power, and 70 pass block finesse. 80 lead block and 84 impact. Let's go ahead and move him over to left guard now, shall we? Alright, awesome. Alright, so with my rating picks, I went Ray Adonjane and Jaquez Querce. I wanted to move this guy to nose tackle. I don't think he's quite tall enough, but we have no one else there anyway. It's going to be better than what we got, so want to see if he'd be any good there. And he goes up to a 67 overall, so that's a good start. We are going to change his number because well, that's Calais Campbell's number, and I do want to get myself Calais Campbell back on this team at some point. But yeah, so I'm going to see you guys after training camp, after the preseason, and all that stuff. I'm just basically just going to send to the regular season. So I'll see you guys there. Alright everyone, here is the final roster going in to the first week of the 2003 NFL season. This is Carson Palmer's new face. If my editing theory is correct, here is Carson Palmer's actual face. Cool. Hopefully I did the editing and wasn't lazy. So he's up to a 76 overall after training camp and the preseason. Thomas Jones is up to an 80 overall. Anquan Bolden's up to a 74. David Boston stays at a 76. Reggie Wells goes up to a 71. On defense, Robert Mathis is up to a 73. Adrian Wilson is now at a 91 overall. 73 now for Michael Young, and an 82 now for Troy Polamalu. So we're looking like we have some really good pieces. Looks like we have some really good pieces. And when we finally bring it all together, we're going to be unstoppable, is what I'm thinking. Like, offense. Okay, I'm spoiling this, but obviously in the 2004 NFL Draft, we're going to be trying to get Larry Fitzgerald. That's just what's going to happen. That's just what I got to tell you. We're going to get Larry Fitzgerald. That's obvious. Why the frick wouldn't I? This is an Arizona Cardinals franchise. Why wouldn't Larry Fitzgerald be in it? Okay? So, we have wide receiver 1 with wide receiver 2 and wide receiver 3. Honestly, I think this offense is pretty set. We just got to figure out the right tackle position as well. And I think that that offensive unit could easily get us into the playoffs. Obviously, I want a running back, but 2005 is when I plan on drafting one. I have planned ahead a little bit, I won't lie. Defense. We desperately need a middle linebacker. And we desperately need a corner 1. Because Dwayne Starks, he's good now, but he's 29 years old, so he's going to regress next season. He's good. He'll be good for the next year or two. But this is not going to be corner 1 for very long at all. But he's a very serviceable corner 1 for our first season in this franchise. We could definitely use a left end or a nose tackle. I think you could get by with either one and without the other. But yeah, we definitely have some great pieces. We're just missing a complete set. Once we get the complete set, I think we'll be in a really good spot. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to slap the like button and subscribe. Click notifications on if you want to be notified every time I make an upload of this series. I'm trying to do 1 to 2 episodes a week at least. You're also going to be getting real-life Arizona Cardinal news. Those videos should start pretty soon. My first video is going to be me grading our entire free agency haul. I really like our free agent haul, if you didn't know that. But yeah, I'm going to be going over all of the free agents that we signed in real life and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. I am out. Peace, guys.